And here's the article where we see that Cortez was just tending bar. She was waiting tables a year ago. And now she's I call her the face of the Democratic Party.
She was working as a bartender in a New York bar. When the Democrats found her, they picked her up, and now she's the face of the Democrat Party.
So Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez tending bar, waiting tables back in November of 2017, all of a sudden rises up to win this election. She defeats Congressman Joe Crowley, who was in office for 2 decades. Actually was supposed to move up to be the Speaker of the House. We also know that Cortez is against Pelosi, did not want her to be the Speaker of the House. And, the Democrats, they just needed a fresh, young face to bring in their communism. So let's move over and take a look at this Green Deal that Cortez has introduced to America, being the youngest woman to win office and also being an activist and organizer for Bernie Sanders during his campaign. This article is going to show you a lot of the plan. I love the unicorn idea and the rainbow, just the story, outlandish way they've laid this out. I also want to make mention that the original Green New Deal was removed. They actually had so many laughs, they had to take it down, but you can find it here in this place, in this article, thefederalist.com. So what Ms. Cortez introduced, and I want to add that she said the world was going to end in 12 years. So I'm glad that she gave everybody 10 years to do this, 10 years to do the following. We're going to ban all airplanes, get rid of cars. Cows are farting, and we can't have that. So we're going to have to ban, meat and make everybody vegan. Let's see. There's just so many laughable parts of this. A writer for the Wall Street Journal actually made such fun of this whole plan. She picked up 200,000 followers on Twitter just this week by analyzing it, and everybody just finding her extreme humor. Miss Kimberly Strassel, you can follow her at Kim Strassel on Twitter. Cortez's dream, which is a pipe dream, would have every single, this is just insane, every building in America, including homes, factories, apartment buildings, and just every building in the entire land of America would have to rebuild, and she's given it 10 years to achieve this. What's so troubling about this is that 60 members of the House and 9 senators are co-sponsoring this resolution, including several presidential candidates, and I have 5 of their names right here: Cory Booker, Bernie Sanders, of course, Kamala Harris, Elizabeth Warren, and Kirsten Gillibrand are 5 that I know about. Speaker of the House, however, Nancy Pelosi, is not for this. She is really not going, she's actually going against Cortez. As I've already mentioned, they have a little inner battle. Miss Cortez actually had a guest at the State of the Union, which is we remember her as the elevator screamer, the activist who confronted Jeff Flake over the Kavanaugh vote. There she is, an illegal from Colombia that was made such a big deal when Flake was going to vote Kavanaugh in. And remember, she actually influenced the Supreme Court process back in September of 2018, making a new investigation happen. And here's the incident here with the 2 girls that were yelling. Now, they cornered Jeff Flake in the elevator And we all remember that scene. In case you don't remember it, I don't, apparently, let's see. Oh yeah, there it is.
On Monday, I stood in front of your office with Annie Barkin. I told the story of my sexual assault. I told it because I recognized in Dr. Ford's story that she's telling the truth. What you are doing is allowing someone who actually violated a woman to sit in the Supreme Court. This is not...
Okay, I can't even listen to that. We did learn that these ladies, the two ladies that were in that elevator, were paid protesters. Donald Trump even tweeting out, these very rude elevator screamers are paid professionals only looking to make senators look bad. Don't fall for it. Also, look at all the professionally made identical signs paid for by Soros and others. These are not signs made in the basement from love. It didn't take long for me to dig up some information, further information, and find out that this illegal alien, Anna Maria Archila, made over $178,000 in funds from Soros. I like to listen to Martin Brodell here as he tells this short story in just under 3 minutes, how he discovered these two ladies raised all that money, and then after that they ended up going on GoFundMe and they raised another $30,000 right after Flake caved in and received another, like I said, $30,000 on CrowdPack. And this is all sweeping the web. Today's the 9th of February 2019, and we learned that Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez has accepted Chrissy Teigen's invitation to a Grammy-watching, quote, pizza party. Is this Pizzagate all over again right in our face? Anyway, Chrissy Teigen being a model and calling Cortez her hero. So, you know, this is just going crazy, going viral all over the net for the past couple of days. This is going to be a clip from the State of the Union address where we see the elevator screamer guest beside Cortez, and she's deciding, oh girl, we need to stand up on this one. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna cover highlights of this State of the Union, including Miss Nancy Pelosi, who was a wreck. I want to thank you for watching today's video, February the 9th, 2019. I'm going to leave you with Sean Hannity. He has a clip that explains this plan in detail. Thanks again. God bless you and God bless America.
All right, before we get into this, I promise you, you might be thinking, oh, this is fake news. It is not. This is a real proposal, real ideas from real lawmakers in the new radical extreme Democratic Socialist Party of America, beyond dangerous, beyond scary. Now, in a 6-page overview released by her office today, well, Ocasio-Cortez is now calling, pay very close attention, for the United States of America to move to 100%, quote, clean and renewable energy in 10 years. In other words, she literally wants the government to eliminate all fossil fuels, all of them in 10 years, which, by the way, that energy is the lifeblood and the engine of all economic success. She wants the government to radically alter the way you heat your home, the way you commute to work, what you cook, how you cook, what you eat, and live your life. In doing so, well, the Socialist Democrats, they plan to nationalize and literally eliminate, you know, in many ways, the most profitable industry in America, the fossil fuel industry. Millions of American jobs would be wiped out if we were ever to follow this plan. The industry that has led with technology and technological advances, the lifeblood of our economy, and why we have the highest standard of living that we have today, that is the envy of the world. And it gets worse, according to a study from Stanford. This plan, at a minimum, is going to cost $13.4 trillion. And just for reference, in 2015, the entire federal budget was just $3.5 trillion. Now, sadly, there's even a lot more to report. The so-called Green New Deal proposes the elimination of air travel, all air travel, and the creation of more high-speed trains. So forget about jetting around the world in mere hours and enjoy your train ride to Europe, Japan, Australia. Good luck with that train. And I can't wait for her to explain how those trains are going to be built. Kind of like all aboard, the Poverty Express is coming. And this gets even more bizarre. Her plan also wants to take on the problem of cow flatulence by potentially putting an end to red meat consumption. Why? Because cows create CO2. No more steak. I guess government-forced veganism is in order. And also, the Green New Deal would redo literally every single building in America. I'm not kidding. The legislation, the government would, quote, upgrade or replace every building in the U.S. for state-of-the-art energy efficiency. Okay, how many millions of commercial buildings in the U.S.? Well over 100 million residential homes. Rebuild every home in the country, every business in the country in 10 years. By the way, how is everybody going to pay for all of this? And beyond that, remember, deep down, this plan is really just a socialist wish checklist. This is what they've always believed, but now they're getting more vocal about. That's why in this utopian horror, it grants every single person, these are the promises she's making, guarantees that everyone will have income, including those that are unable, okay, to work, even unwilling to work. Nobody has to work. But the government handouts, they don't stop there. They want free healthcare, free education, free housing, free retirement. It's all in there. Free, free, free. It's a great bumper sticker, great slogan. Wait till the bill comes in.